I grew up in an interfaith family. When I first came to UCF, I knew I was Jewish, and I knew I was okay with exploring that side of me. And I also knew I was okay with not exploring that side of me.
The majority of UCF students are identified as cultural Jews, so they don't really have a religious denomination within Judaism.
There wasn't really like a moment where I was like, I really want to learn more about this.
This is her opportunity to explore on her own. So I told her, come to Hillel, ask the questions, talk to the different staff members, get different perspectives.
I just remember coming back from that and calling my mom and being like, yeah, it went really well. I really like Hillel. I think I'm gonna come back. I went to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. I graduated there 2 years ago. Right now, I have a younger sister who goes there. She is a sophomore. And I was here working my desk shift on February 14th when I got the text message from her saying, Kayla, there's an active shooter on campus. Just coming to terms with it was really hard.
We had over 100 students that took a bus together and drove up to DC for the March for Our Lives.
When I first heard about the march, I was like, I have to be there.
At that Shabbat dinner Friday night, Kayla had the opportunity to speak and give a devar, where she basically shared her thoughts on the Torah portion, but also was able to give a firsthand story of what it's like being from Parkland, what it's like to have that happen in your own community.
I'm glad that I at least got to share, my side.
The beautiful thing about Hillel is that you get to make your own Judaism. You get to figure out things on your own terms, and we're here to support you in any way that we can.
I do all the graphic work for flyers. I've started making t-shirts. I've done Snapchat designs, just anything that Jessica throws my way. A few weeks ago was Purim, and I had no idea what Purim was. And Jess was like, oh, can you make a little social media post? And I was like, what is this holiday? And she was like, oh, it's really cool. And sat down and gave me a little story about it. I then took it upon myself to do research at home.
I find still that when we meet every single week to talk about the graphics, sometimes we'll throw some Jewish education in there and talk about Yom HaShoah or Yom HaZikaron, for example, to just give her a better idea of the reason behind why we're making the graphics that we are.
I am 1,000% more likely to engage Jewishly. Now I actually feel comfortable discussing Judaism and what it means to me. And not that I wasn't uncomfortable before, but I felt so uneducated that I felt like I couldn't have a meaningful conversation. And now I realize I should have never had those fears to begin with.